Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at some remarks by Homa Bay Town Member of Parliament. For the remarks are going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. I've just come from Turkana, Baringo in the northeastern. It pains me to see the ICT minister elude Owallo distribute relief food to Luos who are currently harvesting maize and other crops, while Kenyans in those regions are dying of hunger. Let politics not blind our humanity. Peter Kaluma, MP Homa Bay Town. In this video, I want us to dissect those remarks to see where the truth lies. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Peter Kaluma is making it very clear. He has come from Turkana, Baringo, and some parts of northeastern. Kenyans in those areas are dying of hunger. Instead of the government taking them relief food, the government is taking relief food to an area that is harvesting. So it's clear William Ruto's government here might be playing politics of handouts. And I'm saying that because if you look at William Ruto's brand and style of politics, that's what makes and forms William Ruto's style of campaigns. We saw him doing that on the mountain, and he did convince the mountain to follow him. That's exactly what William Ruto has started in Nyanza. Yes, that's exactly what he has started in Nyanza. And the mere fact that ICT minister, a minister who should be setting, or rather, who should be setting computer labs, instead of setting those computer labs, he is distributing maize. A role that maybe agriculture minister could have even performed better. It's clear it's all about politics. And the interesting bit about it, just some few days ago, about 2 days ago, Owallo was in Migori County distributing relief food. And he called upon the Luo Nation to rally behind William Samoei Ruto. And he has been crisscrossing Nyanza region, distributing maize and calling upon the Luo Nation to rally behind William Ruto. So it's clear and very open, it's all about politics. William Ruto is campaigning for 2027. That comes out very, very clearly. But now the interesting bit about it again, William Ruto's government has taken top government appointments to only 2 regions, the Mountain and Kalenjin Rift Valley. Over 60% of government appointments has gone to those 2 regions. The only thing William Ruto's government has seen fit to take to Nyanza, gorogoro ya mahindi, while the meat of the government is being chewed on the mountain and in Kalenjin Rift Valley. The Luo Nation gorogoro ya mahindi, then you are being told to support the government. And the same government has been actually painting a very bad picture of the Luo nation. Ruto and his brigade have been branding the Luo nation wale watu wa kutupa mawe, wale watu wa kung'oa reli. And in fact, they have really succeeded in inciting the mountain against the Luo community and against Raila Odinga. After calling the Luo nation wale watu wa kung'oa reli, wale watu wa kurusha mawe, you are being taken to gorogoro ya mahindi. Let me make it very clear. If Eliud Owallo has got people in Luo nation, or rather in Luo Nyanza, who have got such kind of a mentality like his, they should be disowned by the community. I believe they are an embarrassment to the Luo nation. You have been called names, you have been stereotyped, then you are being taken to Mahindi. You are now being told to support a government that has been calling you names. The Luo nation should and must reject Owallo or any other person in Luo Nyanza who has got that kind of a mentality. This is all politics taking center stage here. And instead of William Ruto's government teaching the Luo nation on how to fish, or rather empowering the Luo nation, they are actually giving the Luo nation fish so that the Luo nation can permanently be dependent on them, for the Luo nation to turn into beggars. Teach them on how to fish, not giving them fish. And even before I conclude, let me bring your attention to a book by a British writer, Graham Hancock, Lords of Poverty. Graham Hancock actually paints a very interesting scenario here. That the aid third world countries are receiving from the developed countries, instead of the aids actually making their lives better, in the long run, they become poor and poorer. Their lives are ruined as a result of the aids. If you put that into perspective, developed countries, their main reason of giving Africa or developing countries aid is not for the developing countries to develop, but for these countries to be permanently dependent upon them. That's exactly what I'm seeing with these food donations across the country. Politics of handouts, trying to make Nyanza poorer by relying on handouts from the government, so that residents there can sing the government's tune, a government that is clearly oppressing them. Owallo and his supporters, all people in the Luo nation with such kind of a mentality, should be rejected and should be seen as outcasts and embarrassment to the Luo nation. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. Just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support us here, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. And even before I conclude, Owallo should not allow himself to be misused by this government, because I know it will reach a point the Luo nation will ask Owallo, when you were a minister, what did you do for us? Owallo should make sure that as a minister, he should put in place measures that will actually make permanent change, permanent positive change. Changes, I mean, in the livelihoods of the great Luo nation. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.